We're going to receive the morning tithe and offering, which is what we do by way of worshiping God. We bring our tithes and offerings, so it's a continuance for us of the power and the majesty of God and the worship and the love we have in our hearts for Him. So I want to share a scripture with you before we bring the tithe and the offering. It's coming out of 1 Kings 2, 1 through 4. King David was the ruler over all Israel, and he sensed that his time to die was imminent. And knowing that his son Solomon would succeed him on the throne, he called him to his side and gave him a fivefold charge, that if fulfilled, a complete and total life of prosperity would result. That sounds good, doesn't it? We always wanted 4 points to do this, or 7 points to succeed at that, right? So now we have 5 points. Number 1, walk in God's ways. Number 2, keep His statutes. Number 3, keep His commandments. 4, keep God's judgments. And 5, keep God's testimonies. And in keeping this fivefold charge, 2 blessings of prosperity then would result. Prosperity in all you do, and prosperity in wherever you go. So let's read this out of the scripture. Now the days of David drew nigh that he should die, and he charged Solomon his son, saying, I go the way of all earth, be thou strong therefore, and show thyself a man. And keep the charge of thy Lord, the Lord thy God, to walk in His ways, to keep His statutes, and His commandments, and His judgments, and His testimonies. As it is written in the law of Moses, that you may prosper in all that you do, and whithersoever thou turnest thyself. That the Lord may continue His word, which He spoke concerning me, saying, If thy children take heed to their way, to walk before me in truth with all their heart and with all their soul, there shall not fail thee, said He, a man on the throne of Israel. Now, it might seem that these blessings are too good to be true, right? But shouldn't God's blessings be too good to be true? Shouldn't they be great and wonderful for the obedient child of God? Obedience is a key here. But doesn't it stand to reason that if a life of disobedience brings judgment and punishment, then a life of obedience would bring blessings and prosperity? Commentator Adam Clark said, If thou ask God's approval, you will have God's blessing. If your ways please Him, He will not withhold from thee any manner of thing that is good. That's verse 3 of 1 Kings chapter 2. So truly, God is a good God, and His blessings are wonderful and sometimes more tremendous than our minds can even contain. Giving tithes and offerings is keeping one of God's commandments. While failure to give has no promised blessing, the obedience to honor God and keep His word concerning giving has great reward. So today, as we bring our tithe and our offering, we are obeying God. And the obedience we show by bringing it, being faithful to Him, we can expect prosperity in all we do and wherever we go. That's the charge of the Lord. That's what He said in His word. So you say, well, I'm not happy where I'm at. Well, I said most of us probably are not real happy where we're at any point in time in our life. But God, if we turn our eyes on Him, He will turn it around. And even your mistakes will become your miracles and take you into better places. So let's receive the morning tithe and offering.